Button. Live. 0 watching now. Live. 3 seconds.
Hey folks, Glenn Davis. I am the blind dude. I am in North Charleston, South Carolina. I love you guys for tuning in. We're going to have a good show. First of all, the weather's crummy over here. Mosquitoes are so big they could pick you up and take you to their nest and eat you for dinner. But I don't know what they have dessert because I'm not Willy Wonka in the chocolate factory. Besides, it's raining every day, and the back door is slowing up. It's just rain, rain, rain every day, every afternoon, and it looks like next week the same weather pattern is holding. And it looks like these things are swirling off the coast and bringing in rain from the ocean to land. And we're unlucky enough to be where they can come in and rain. The next thing in line is that good news football is around the corner. I think some of the pro teams came in on yesterday, especially with the Panthers and also the high school football is practiced this morning, and I don't see how they could stand it. They must keep in shape so they know they're going to be playing football, and they're young, so them youngins can hold off pretty good in the heat, better than us old people. As well, I am glad to see football coming. And I don't mean no soccer, it's not football. But I love to watch the sport. And I'm glad to see the World Cup has a new winner. And I can't remember right now. It was a while back. You get the door, dear? Okay, I'll be there in a minute, okay? I'm gonna be a while here. Let's leave it alone, alright? The wife is weak, therefore I'm gonna have to close the back door in a few minutes, okay? But I'll still spend a little time. And I'm gonna get this show in. And I hope you guys are going to watch and call in. Don't be bashful now. And the weather is sponsored by New Jerusalem Church, the best church in North Charleston. It is the head guy would be Apostle Prelo, and Minister Porche is the minister. One of them, Elder Noble, is also the manager of the church. If y'all would call, it is 2843-207-9915. And the address is 108 Dorchester Manor. If you are disabled and may need a ride to church, call Deacon Ravenel, and his number is 843-804-1652. And it's very important to worship the Lord, for the Lord is everything in life. And it will be a pleasure to have you come to my church and worship as long as you can during the 2 hours. Oh, and by the way, Sunday morning, church service begins at 10 a.m., goes to 12. Look forward to seeing you there. As well, the National Federation of the Blind is looking for new members. We are looking for blind or sighted people that wouldn't mind at all to volunteer and use their time to help the blind people to be seated, as well as help us to raise money for the people to be educated and learn new things about being blind and the new technology that will be at hand for the blind. And I hope that you people will be able to tell others about the National Federation of the Blind. That also their motto is, blindness does not stop me. As you can see, I've done this on my own. I've tried to get other people to help, but you know how it goes. It seems like people need to do it themselves, or else it won't be done. Sports Buzz is on the air, and I am doing well, and I hope you are too. I hope that y'all get ready for the school season. It's back to school time. Very busy. People are working to save that money to go back to school. They got to get kids ready with clothes, medical, and other books, book bags. Now they got a clear book bag, and I think it's getting ridiculous. But it's the way the times are. This is a new age, and violent times we're in. Kids want to kill kids. It's not good. And I wish I could, as president of the National Federation of the Blind, I hope I get y'all support. I like to put a box in front and ask people if they're tired of using their gun or tired of the violence in the world, turn your gun in and drop it. If you're illegal, drop it. We could turn these guns in and let the police do what they do to get rid of them. They're nothing but trouble. I'm blind. I know I don't have one. But I like to see and get rid of the guns because people, in my opinion, do not know what they do, as the Lord said on the cross. And when he said that, he forgave the people, and when he died on the cross for our sins. But we need peace. And I hope and urge those people out there, if y'all have guns, please don't resort to violence. But I would like to start a turn in your gun campaign. And if you don't want your gun, you can turn it in. I will give you all the address and all later, but I think it would be a good idea to let you guys turn in your weapon, because it ain't nothing but trouble. Too many people and young people and children get in trouble and they get killed. There was a couple of them this week that got killed. But I think somebody knew somebody that shot this guy waiting in the parking lot, and I think it was Goose Creek or somewhere, Cross County. I believe it was Cross County. And somebody pulled up and shot this dude dead. So somebody was waiting on somebody, and somebody pulled up. It seems to me like that somebody shot somebody and dead. They know 10 times out of 10, murder is somebody that knew the assailant. and they did the deed. And but the motto of the National Federation of the Blind is it does not stop me. For instance, moi, I have started Sports Buzz. And it's just not about sports, folks. You can talk about anything. Soaps, weather, news, anything that comes to your mind. How about changes in the rules of the National Football League with demanding a better behavior of the players taking a knee and disrespecting our country in the national anthem? I was a colonel. I'm disabled now in the United States National Guard, Army, and I believe that people should respect the flag and anthem. And my club now refuses to say the Pledge of Allegiance. And I think it is disrespectful to do this. I think that these planes can go anywhere. They go north, south, east, west, and in between, longitude, latitude, and time. So if you got the cash, I think it's time for y'all to dash. For if you're all tired of this country, y'all can go somewhere else. Canada's got a football league. You go up there. Johnny Mansfield is playing up that way. So they got leagues everywhere. Italy, I believe, too. I believe they can go and do a thing maybe with less money, but it's football, you hear? So go. Don't stay around here. You need to get out of here. We don't want you here. If you don't love our country and disrespect it, we can't stand for the national anthem, then this is, I think, the managers or owners of the NFL is doing the right thing. And I don't coddle these players. If it was me, I'd say, hey, if you don't stand for the national anthem, you are fired. You could take your millions and go somewhere else. We can always recruit somebody else. That's what football's all about, recruiting better players every time you hit the recruiting board. So like South Carolina, Will Muschamp, they do it all year long. It's nothing but recruiting. High school kids into college. And I think it's great if they just cut out this one and done in basketball and make these kids do their 4 years and get their degree. Their parents pay for this education, and it should be just educating and staying in the dorm, and let the parents pay the kids a little extra money for food and living expenses. And I deplored the idea of paying the college football players, because look at what happened with the players in Florida, the Gators, point and check, with this gambler guy, and something happened between the players and him. For when the Florida lost those games, they must have betted on their own team to win or something. But I can't judge what went down. But apparently, their Florida team is disgruntled with this gambler, and I don't think they're gonna mess with this dude no more.
Options. Filters. Button. Finish. Live. 14 minutes 38 seconds.
So I think that something is amiss in this Florida Gator team. And that's good because South Carolina usually has to play him. Hopefully, we'll beat them this year. We have Debo Samuel back, and he can be an option to use anywhere. He can be a wide receiver. He can run the ball back for touchdowns. He can run and get the quarterback and the defensive back or something like that, maybe. And he can be used in several positions. And Brantley Bentley is back, and he can throw the ball. He's got his weapons. Brian is back. Another guy is back. Just two wide receivers, and they're real good. So he could throw deep down in the field. My prediction is we'll win the Southeastern Conference this year. 10 wins or
Live.
better.
15 minutes 58 seconds.
And I know that, therefore, when we do it, we're going to be a great team. We're going to be like Clemson. And hopefully we will stay the course with Clemson last season. We have to go to their court, but with this new team, I think we could come a lot closer, especially with Debo, and maybe his speed and his clairvoyance of looking down the field for a hole and getting it, even though they'll be ready for him, maybe. But this will be a chance for him to do his magic again this year and score, I think, at least 70 points on the board. That's 300 and, let's see, 6 up 7 was 420 points. So if you multiply it by 6, so that's a lot of points, but it's a long season. I believe that he can do very well this year. Brantley Bentley can do the same, and he might have a better offensive line to protect him in the backfield. They can do some damage. So we got some guys on defense that are good too. I'm looking forward to September 1st. I don't think we're going to have a problem with Coastal. That'll be win number 2. I am prepared to lose to Georgia at Athens, but I don't know. Maybe, just maybe, that would be win number 2, but we play them in Athens always. But that's a hell of a place to play. And I know that it's going to be a pretty good game. And Georgia's predicted to be in that playoff area, but not the national champion, even though they came close with Clemson. And I look forward to the new season. I think preseason is coming up in August, and I hope Channel 5 airs the Panthers on Friday night and till Fox 24 usually picks it up on network. I am discouraged on cable. I don't like DirecTV or AT&T's getting too big on their britches. Their customer service is not know what they do. They do not know how to take the total of the bill and subtract it when they do something and add something, and they keep doing the same thing month to month. You have to tell them to take it off, and I am tired, and I'm going to be one to yank it, for it's getting too high for cable now. And their packages are going up and up. I can't mess with this no more, and I'm just going to let it pass. And I'm not paying next month's bill. I'm going to set these TVs up for network somehow, some way to make it work. And also, folks, I don't know if you understood this, but you have your cell phone nowadays, and it can be used for anyway, because I only need audio, for I am the blind dude. Therefore, I just need audio. And I think we've been ripped off by the South Carolina Electric and Gas Company because they've been going up and up and up and up and up. And for a nuclear reactor, and why would we need one? We've been pretty good with what we've been using. We've been using it for years and years and years. Now they owe everybody a rebate. So I'm kind of glad to see them. I hope they pay this off pretty soon. And I'm putting out some issues there that y'all could attend and call in if you like. For I am the blind dude, and I'll just disagree to agree if you all call in with that. And I ask you guys to be clean. Do not use profanity. And this guy Odell that's holding out for more money, if he keeps up, he may have no money. For if he want more money from the NFL, this Odell guy, then he may not receive any money. He may be under unemployment check. But I hope him well and hope he does good. And I'm all for Kevin Durant. I hope he has a great future and happy wherever he may be, for he's a great player. I think he's always going to be able to stop LeBron James. And I don't think he's, the only one that knows how to play the game. And I hope LeBron don't get into a situation where he will not have any help at all. That he sits on his butt again on the floor. Because Kevin Durant is a Golden State Warrior, and who knows what the probability would be for Golden State to come back and win another ring. That would be a fantastic thing. And then, yeah, in my opinion, I would think that the Los Angeles team that picked up LeBron, I don't think they're going to be very happy with him. I don't think that he's all that it's made up to be. Golden State put a stop to him and played very, very well defensively. I know that they can stop him again. They might have a high probability of winning everything again on the NBA. I think there's a summer session coming up with basketball, and I may look at it to take a gander and keep you guys up to date with it. Apparently, Donald Trump has been messing. I think in the past, I don't think this is why they were married, but look at it this way. All presidents have skeletons in their closet. But I still think Donald Trump is doing a great job, and I respect the president's job, and I love the way he's handling overseas, and I hope he's got the power to back it up with our weapons. But I do not want to see another war come up. But I hope he's very careful in what he does. I wouldn't want to see a nuclear war starting up. I hope that Donald Trump gets all this legal mess cleared up. And the latest one now is with a stripper or something. but she's claiming the president did something with her a long time ago. But apparently, this was a hope before the president married his wife. That's the first lady right now. I look forward to seeing how it plays out.
Live. Fifth. Finish. Live. 25 minutes 20 seconds.
There's another issue, folks. There's another update. The case of the guide dog, Morgan. Apparently, the cabs of North Area and Yellow Cab in North Charleston, South Carolina, lied about not just showing up. Cameras at Sam's Wholesale in cooperation with the DA by the staff Wednesday morning meeting. And we do have an attorney represented with Wigger Law Firm. Your name is Marley. And also, apparently, the Sam's Wholesale store has a way of surveillance cameras pointed in the direction of the cabs, and they just drove right on by. So, this is a way that to prove that they lied to my attorney, and it is a great deal that we are going to win this victory. For these cabs turn out to be a lying son of a bitches that they are, and that was a cruel and inhuman. Folks, how would you feel sitting in a place blind and you have your guide dog and just think that you may never have to come home? And that's a scary feeling and stressful feeling for somebody to endure. We and I, my wife and I, have been at Walmart countless times, and we have been battling this issue. They have lied about her being unkept, and Telluride is the same thing. And they have lied and lied about her. And the only thing they can lie, because she's a quiet dog and a very nice dog, and she is docile and friendly and licky, and she will kiss you and everything after you take off the harness. And it's just been lies after lies on her for countless years till my wife, I started the ball rolling, but my wife's joining me now in the fight to end this. So cabs will have to learn. And there's no reason to be scared of a guide dog, folks. The guide dog is a friendly dog, for they will not let a dog that's not friendly on the street, but this is a public accessible animal. It's against federal law, but I intend to fight and make it a state law that you can't interfere with the duties of a guide dog. And when they do this, they can be in serious trouble. And also consider jail time for these cabs that left my wife because Sam's had to take her home. And we are going to fight the cab companies because we got them right now. We got witnesses that'll corroborate that Morgan is well kept. We have witnesses that would corroborate that Dolly was left because a lady by the name of Regina that works at Sam's did take her home that day. Okay? So that means that these cabbies are liars. Do not trust them. Okay? And I hope people from my local area is listening. And I know that y'all are doing fine, and I hope that's the case. I hope y'all turn to Jesus when you need to. Pray as often as you can. And a family that prays together stays together. I hope y'all listening to me. And I know that it's going to be a fun NFL season and interesting to see how many does take a knee and then they get by the collar and thrown out the building. I'm going to be watching how they're going to handle the national anthem situation. So, folks, it's been entertaining to be with you, and I hope that you all listen to me and look forward to having you next time. This is Glenn Davis Friday, and it's July 27th, the last weekend of the month. We have communion this Sunday, 10 to 12. I hope you do join our church. We look forward to seeing you. Again, if you listen to the broadcast, I did give the address and the phone number. So I hope you join us. Thank you for listening. We love for you to be here. Okay? Thank you.
Options. Filter. Switch. 0 watching. Live. 31 minutes 56 Finish. Button. Finish. Alert. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Cancel. Button. Cancel. 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 Finish. Button. Options. Filters. Switch. 0 Live. Finish. Button. Finish. Alert. Are you sure you want to stop? Cancel. End. Button.